Hi Swifties, so this is just a short video to show you guys how you can do spin without a bike. So I will go through all of the gradients that we do and I'll show you what the equivalent is for it. So obviously when we first get started, when you're on base, it is just a very simple walk. So you're just walking it out on base, no big deal. After that, when it goes to 1 on base, you purely want to get your walk a little bit faster, maybe lift your knees a little bit higher. And then on 2 on base, you're going to lift your knees even higher and get it going a little bit faster. If the RPMs increase, then obviously you want to get yourself going a little bit faster. Now when we're calling out your RPMs or percentage of intensity you should be working at, that still applies to you if you are not on a bike. Say for instance 70% would probably be about here, 80% would be a little bit faster through my legs. So you can pretty much match it up. So I'll just go through that again. So base is walking, 1 on base, starting to get a little bit, but you're still pretty cruisy. 2 on base is starting to get up. Now the next one that we go through is sprint, and that's pretty easy for all of you. You would just be sprinting. So get yourself going, get into it, and once again we have different percentages for sprinting, so you would change your percentage as per. So an 80% sprint might be something like this, whereas a 90% you could be really getting into it and going from there. After our sprint gear, then what we have is mud. Now, when you're sitting in the seat and going for the higher gears, you start to increase your knees and go from there. So from here, after we do mud gear, then what we do is you've got 1 on mud, which you're just going to go a little bit harder, a little bit faster. Then you've got 2 on mud, and you can see I'm starting to increase my intensity. My knees are coming up. I want to put them up high because it's 2 on mud, and then maybe a sand gear, your highest gear in the seat, might be you're really charging through, lifting those knees quite a lot and keeping them going. And then we're going to bring it on down. So let's go through those again. Sprint gear, mud, lift the knees, 1 on mud, start to get into it, lift those knees a bit higher, 3 on mud, and then your sand gear, you're really charging at it, getting lots of work going in the legs, and then coming back to recovery. So when we say recovery if you're not on a bike, don't continue walking, shake it out. You may get to a point with recovery that you just want to do a bit of a calf stretch, give those legs a little bit of a break altogether. So you can recover just by shaking it out or go into it. Once we come back into base, or 1 or 2 on base, then you can start moving again. So the only gears we've got to cover now are our standing gears. Now for standing, we want to get up and get going, so we're going to raise the arms. So 1 on standing, or first standing, is then just arms pumping. You're not coming up too high with your knees, and we're at a nice cruisy pace. Then we're going to go 2 on standing. We're going to start to skip a little bit with our standing gears, and then 3